vertebrates, generally body is divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. So now if you see the human body, we have head, we have neck, we have trunk, but we do not have the tail. In the primitive human beings, tail was there, but due to course of evolution, we do not have tail. It means that generally the body of the vertebrates can be divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. There are some exceptions also. What are that exceptions? Let us see now. Now amphibians, when you take fishes lack neck. They do not have neck. Okay, they have head, trunk, tail, but they do not have the neck. In the same way, amphibians, those who can live in land and water, frogs are examples of amphibians, lack both neck and tail. Okay, amphibians do not have neck and tail. Now, another striking feature of vertebrates is paired appendages are present. Okay, paired appendages means 2 in number. If fins are there, quadral fin 2 in number. So paired appendages means if you see the human beings, you have 2 hands and 2 legs. Now our hands are actually 4 limbs and our legs are actually hind limbs. Okay, so as we have 4 limbs, we are called as tetrapods. Tetrapoda means what? 4 limbs. If you see any animal, for example, if you see a bird, it is having 2 legs, 2 wings. The 2 wings are 4 limbs of that animal and 2 legs are hind limbs of that animal. So this is the meaning of paired appendages. So any person, generally any human being will have 2 hands and 2 legs. अब due to genetic default or due to some problems, 1 hand आता वो बात अलग है. But generally, if you see a human beings, 2 hands and 2 legs will be there. If a birds are there, they have 2 wings and 2 legs, bipedal. So that is the meaning of what paired appendages will be there in the vertebrates. And now, these paired appendages may be fins or limbs. Fins or limbs. Okay. Now, fins help for swimming. So generally, aquatic vertebrates will have fins, like fishes. Fishes will have fins. They do not have legs, hands. So these fins help the animal to swim. So we generally the vertebrates are having limbs, and there are 4 limbs. FOUR 4. In these 4 limbs, जो सामने होते हैं जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं 4 limbs, और जो पीछे होते हैं उनको हम बोलते हैं hind limbs. Okay, so the terrestrial vertebrates will have limbs, aquatic vertebrates will have the fins. Okay, so जो aquatic vertebrates है उनमें fins होते हैं और जो terrestrial है generally उनमें limbs होते हैं. और ये limbs में भी बहुत modifications है. तो किसी में 4 limbs are modified to become wings. We do not have wings. We instead of 4 limbs we have 2 hands. Our 2 hands are 2 limbs. But in some birds, in all birds, you can see there are no hands, there are wings. So these limbs will get modified according to the class. Okay. So paired appendages are present. Aquatic will have fins, and the non-aquatic or terrestrials will have limbs. Again, pair of kidneys are present. You know we have 2 kidneys. So vertebrates की speciality है कि paired kidneys होते हैं. एक kidney नहीं होता है, 2 kidneys होते हैं. Paired kidneys. And these kidneys, what is the function of the kidneys? The simple function of the kidneys is excretion and osmoregulation. Okay, so this is also a striking feature. In lower animals, we have seen that there are no kidneys. Instead of kidneys, different glands are there: coxal glands, green glands, flame cells. But vertebrates have 2 kidneys, so we are saying paired kidneys. Or you can also say vertebrates have 2 kidneys. Kidneys help in excretion and to maintain the acid-base balance, ionic concentration, that we say it as what? Osmoregulation. Okay, so body is divided into head, neck, trunk, and tail. Some exceptions are there. There are paired appendages, paired kidneys are there, and when you take to the vertebrate, they are bisexual or unisexual. Vertebrates are bisexual or unisexual.
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 Yeah, unisexual.
Sir,
And
what factors leads to modification of notochord to vertebrate column?
generally, there are no special factors which lead to the modification, but during the course of evolution means what? So for a animal to get modified to new form, it takes some millions of years. Okay, millions means it takes long period of time to get modified. For example, if you take example of human beings, so human beings initially science says that we were like monkeys. Okay, we were like apes and gorillas. Then our body was covered with hair. So due to environment, actually here environment plays a role. So we can say that in these modifications, environmental factors are playing a role, and some animal modify themselves based upon their environmental conditions only. Okay, according to the scientific theories, why our organism modifies itself? Because of environmental condition. Because the habitat where the animal lives, it must get adjusted to that habitat so that only it can live. And now if any animal is unable to adjust with the environment, it will perish. So in the same way, many animals were there initially. Some animals adjusted themselves to the environment by doing their modification, and they continued their life till the date. But there are still some animals who were unable to adjust themselves to the environment. They perish. You can take many examples. Titanoboa snake was there. जो anaconda snake है उससे बहुत बड़ा होता है. एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन से वो एडजस्ट नहीं कर पाया, एनवायरमेंट से वो लड़ नहीं पाया, extinct हो गया. Dinosaurs are also there. Many animals become extinct because they were unable to modify. So change is very essential. Okay, so now we can simply here scientifically there is no proper theory why the animals have changed, but Darwin, who is considered as a famous biologist in this field, he says that organism have to struggle for its existence, and if any organism fails to struggle, it will not exist. So owing to that, which is most accepted theory which was given by Darwin, so we can say that these modifications may be due to environmental factors. Okay.
Sir, were dinosaurs vertebrate?
Yeah, dinosaurs were vertebrates and they were reptiles.
Yes, sir.
In vertebrates we have reptiles also. So they were
Sir,
reptiles.
there are flying dinosaurs also. No? Are they ape means aves?
Yeah. So now always remember here, वन एक फाइलम के बाद जब दूसरा क्लास या फाइलम आता है, फॉर एग्जांपल एव्स के बाद रिप्टाइल्स के बाद एव्स है या एव्स के बाद रिप्टाइल्स है? एव्स के बाद रिप्टाइल्स है.
हाँ,
तो
ये उसके बाद reptiles.
पहले रेप्टाइल.
हाँ, तो
Reptile
कुछ एनिमल्स में एवियन फीचर्स भी होते हैं. ओके, सो रिप्टाइल्स ओरिजिनेटेड फ्रॉम एव्स. सो सम एनिमल्स में have like avian features also, मतलब bird like features. और फ्लाइंग डायनासोर्स थे, ये एक ऐसा एक काल्पनिक क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एक काल्पनिक स्टेटमेंट है, उसका कोई ऑथेंटिकेटेड प्रूफ तो नहीं मिला अभी तक. ओके,
हाइपोथेसिस है सर.
हाँ,
हाइपोथेसिस.
yeah, it is an hypothesis, but scientifically it is not proven. Now when you go for dinosaurs also, dinosaurs भी scientifically 100% थे बोल के नहीं बोल सकते. कुछ उसके फॉसिल्स मिले हैं, फॉसिल्स के बेस पे उन्होंने हाइपोथेसाइज किया है. हाइपोथेसिस में भी रॉन्ग आल्सो, बट बहुत से फीचर्स हाइपोथेसिस के फेवर में रहने से उसे एक्सेप्ट करना. जैसा अभी ह्यूमन बींग्स है मंकी से इवॉल्व हुए बोल के बोलते हैं, एक हाइपोथेसिस है, 100% तो प्रूफ नहीं है, बट बहुत से प्रूफ ऐसे मिले जो इस हाइपोथेसिस को सपोर्ट करते हैं, इसलिए हम मानते हैं कि चलो भाई इंसान भी कभी बंदर थे, ओके, डायनासोर्स भी थे। इट इज ऑल व्हाट यू कैन से साइंटिफिकली नॉट प्रूवन 100%, ओके, माइट बी देयर, हो सकता है।
सर बट
तो
हम मंकी से इवॉल्व नहीं हुए ना, होमो इरेक्टस से हुए ना।
yeah, so these are all what we can say that they are hypothesis which are not 100, हम 100% तो नहीं बोल सकते कि डायनासोर्स थे भाई फलाने चंद्रपुर के डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, या इंसान भी कभी बंदर था, 100% हम एक्यूरेसी से नहीं बोल सकते, बिकॉज देर आर मेनी थियरीज विच डिस्कार्ड्स दिस हाइपोथेसिस। कुछ ऐसे भी एविडेंसेस हैं जो ये डायनासोर्स के एग्जिस्टेंस को, ह्यूमन बींग्स का जो एवोल्यूशन है उसको डिस्कार्ड भी करते हैं, ओके, बट मेजॉरिटी लोग बोलते हैं, तो हमें भी मानना पड़ रहा है कि चलो भाई इंसान भी कभी बंदर था, पहले उड़ने वाला भी डायनासोर, ओके। अभी आप लोग after your study you can do research in this, so this is the thing, and they have paired gonads. Gonads means you know very well, sex organs are called as gonads. We have testes in males and ovaries in females, testis and ovaries, okay, they are two in number, so we are saying them as paired gonads due to the reason that we have two testes, two ovaries. So vertebrates will have two gonads, that is two ovaries and two testes, so we say paired gonads. So vertebrates will have the paired gonads, okay. Now again we have already studied about this amniota and amniota, those who have the germ layers, those who have the embryonic, extra embryonic layers. We have 4 extra embryonic layers, extra embryonic layers, okay. Now embryo is covered with some layers which we say them as extra embryonic layers. These extra embryonic layers are 4 in number. One is known as amnion. They have different functions. When we study reproduction, at that time we will discuss them. So at the instant you remember that there are 4 extra embryonic layers. One is amnion, another one is chorion, another one is allantois, and last one is yolk sac, okay. Now some vertebrates, when they form the embryo, they possess all these extra embryonic membranes, okay. कुछ vertebrate जो है अपने एम्ब्रियो में ये 4 लेयर्स को शो करते हैं, और ये जो एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स को जो शो करता है, प्लस आई एम राइटिंग मतलब एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स होते हैं, माइनस आई एम राइटिंग एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं होते हैं। जिनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स होते हैं, जिन वर्टिब्रेट्स में एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स होते हैं, उन्हें कहा जाता है एम्नियोइड्स, ओके। और जिनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं होते हैं, उन्हें हम बोलते हैं एनाम्नियोटा। तो फिशर्स और एम्फीबियंस इस कैटेगरी में है, इनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं होते हैं, फिशर्स और एम्फीबियंस में, ओके। अब ये एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स किसमें है? रिप्टाइल्स, केव्स और मैमल्स में है। रिप्टाइल्स, केव्स, मैमल्स, इनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स होते हैं अपने एम्ब्रियो में, ओके। सो इन दिस एनिमल्स embryo is covered by 4 layers, and when embryo is covered by 4 layers, that is amnion, chorion, allantois, yolk sac, they are known as amniota or amnioids. amnioids क्या है? amnioids वो vertebrates है जिनका embryo 4 layers से cover up है। वो 4 layers कुछ इस प्रकार है, amnion, chorion, allantois, yolk sac, ओके। और जिनमें ये 4 लेयर्स होते हैं उन्हें हम कहते हैं एमनियोइड्स। ये 4 लेयर्स सिर्फ रिप्टाइल्स, एव्स और मैमल्स में ही होते हैं। फिशेस और एम्फीबियंस के एम्ब्रियो में ये 4 लेयर्स नहीं होते हैं। ये 4 लेयर्स नहीं होने के वजह से फिशेस और एम्फीबियंस का कैटेगरी है एनाम्नियोटा। एनाम्नियोटा मतलब एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक मेम्ब्रेन्स, एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं है। एमनियोटा का मतलब क्या हुआ? एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स होना, दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट? एमनियोटा। ओके, तो वर्टिब्रेट्स में हमें 2 कैटेगरीज मिलेंगे, एक है एमनियोटा, दूसरा है एनाम्नियोटा। कुछ वर्टिब्रेट्स ऐसे हैं जिनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं है, और कुछ वर्टिब्रेट्स ऐसे भी है जिनमें एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स हैं। एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स रहना मॉडर्न फीचर है, एक्स्ट्रा एम्ब्रियोनिक लेयर्स नहीं रहना प्रिमिटिव फीचर है। ओके, दिस यू अंडरस्टूड?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you go to the classification of this vertebrata, there is a detailed long classification, but we are not interested in the detailed classification. We will discuss the classification according to our syllabus. मतलब इसका बहुत बड़ा रामायण है, अब अपने को उतना सारा जरूरत नहीं है। And every competitive student must remember one thing. Okay, always maintain this logic in your when you are going when you are preparing for competitive exam like NEET or JEE. Always keep one logic in your mind. We are not as 11th and 12th students, our motto is not to become expert. Nobody can become expert in 11th and 12th. Our motto is to score. Okay, so all the students must keep that as a target, scoring by hook or crook methods. Okay, scoring is very important. So to score, we have to read limitedly but practice unlimitedly. Remember this. Our practice, जितना आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना आपका स्कोर रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, क्योंकि एमसीक्यूज में कैसा होता है, बहुत इजी क्वेश्चंस होने के बाद भी कभी कभार हमें कंफ्यूजन होना पड़ता है। आप भी जब एग्जाम लिखते हो तो कुछ कंफ्यूजन हुए होंगे। क्वेश्चन इजी रहता, बट एट दैट पीक मोमेंट यू विल नॉट गेट आंसर. Many students will face this. Okay, so to avoid this, whatever you have read, you practice more. And written practice is very important when you come to any subject. So if you write, definitely you will be remembering a concept for a long period of time. Now in the physical classes, NCERT core points, from every lesson 20-30 core points will be made. That core points I will give you, I will make you to mug up them, and from NCERT how questions are coming in the NEET, we will frame, we will do this exercise. And now NEET paper will be, for example, we will make 2 groups. One group will have the NEET question paper in their hands, one group will have the NCERT core points. I will be writing the question on the board, and the group those who are having NCERT in the hand, they must say, sir, this is the question you made, this was the question of 2015, this was asked from so and so page number of NCERT. So when you do this exercise, know what is going to happen. See, listen here, do you know cricket?
Yes.
तो क्रिकेट में आप देखो, कोई भी मतलब आप देखे होंगे, अगर हम फॉरेन पिचेस पे मैच खेलने जाते हैं, सो व्हाट वी विल डू, ऑस्ट्रेलियंस, मैंने सुना था एक मोटिवेशनल स्पीच में,
बाउंस रहता वो।
हाँ, तो ऑस्ट्रेलियंस क्या करते हैं, जिनके साथ वो खेलते हैं उनके रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस को देखते हैं। आप सुना होगा, आपने भी जो क्रिकेट में इंटरेस्ट है उनको ये मालूम होगा।
Yes.
Why they will see the recorded videos means they want to
उनकी
only to,
स्ट्रेटेजी देखने के लिए।
हाँ, सो वो कैसा, मतलब वो रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस देखते हैं। तो अब हमें देखो, हमें स्कोर करना है, तो हमें एक बात तो क्लियरली मालूम है कि जो भी क्वेश्चन पेपर बन रहा है एनसीईआरटी से बन रहा है। लगे तो आप नीट के, अभी जो मैं लगे तो आपको मैं रिसेंट 2021 नीट का रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस का पीडीएफ है, मैं सेंड करूंगा। ओके, तो अभी आप सोचो कभी, जब पूरा पेपर एनसीईआरटी से बन रहा है और एनसीईआरटी बुक इतना छोटा है, तो आप कभी सोचे क्या फिर क्यों यार ये बच्चे स्कोर क्यों नहीं कर पा रहे 360 आउट ऑफ 360 इन बायोलॉजी? आप देखो, मतलब रेशियो कम है, स्कोर नहीं किया ऐसा नहीं है, 360 आउट ऑफ 360 बहुत से बच्चे स्कोर किए, अगर 10 लाख बच्चे नीट का एग्जाम देते हैं तो उसमें कितने बच्चे स्कोर कर रहे हैं? ओनली हंड्रेड्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स। ये आपने कभी एनालाइज किया है क्या?
No.
Yes, sir.
नाउ अब अपने को एक तो मालूम है बायोलॉजी उतना तो हार्ड नहीं है, ठीक है, एक पॉइंट बायो इज इजी, ओके। Another thing also, we are very much we know one fact that paper is coming from NCERT. Then why we are not able to, why many students are not scoring 360? कभी सोचा आपने?
Lack of NCERT reading.
वेरी गुड। लैक ऑफ एनसीईआरटी रीडिंग, ये एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो मैक्सिमम अपने विदर्भ के बच्चे एनसीईआरटी नहीं पढ़ते। फर्स्ट पॉइंट व्हाट आई ऑब्जर्व फ्रॉम एक्सपीरियंस। सेकंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट एनसीईआरटी तो हम पढ़ रहे हैं बट नीट में उसको कंपनसेट, मतलब नीट के लेवल पे, नीट के हिसाब से हमें कैसे पढ़ना है उसका प्रैक्टिस भी होना जरूरी है। पढ़ना अलग है। इफ आई गिव एनसीईआरटी 11th and 12th क्लास बुक to topper of any 9th class students who is blessed or extraordinary student, he will read. But when I give 360 90 questions, he may not be able to write all that 90 questions. क्यों? क्योंकि पढ़ना is different, but the way you read, the way you practice, that is very very important. इसको हम बोलते हैं रणनीति, strategy of learning. Okay, so many students know only the thing how to read NCERT. They will read, but many students are unaware how to make strategy and how to read NCERT and how to make the question and how to predict the question that will come in 2024 when you write the NEET. So this much mind work we have to do. Okay, ये पूरा पूरा क्या है, एक चेस के जैसा है, माइंड गेम है। कॉम्पिटेटिव फील्ड इज माइंड गेम। सो इसके लिए आपको इमेंस प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा। तो अब अपना लक है कि अपने फिजिकल क्लासेस तो कल परसों से, थर्सडे से स्टार्टअप हो रहे हैं, तो ये सब हमें करना है। सो व्हेन यू डू ऑल दिस थिंग्स, नो, यू विल डेवलप अ कॉन्फिडेंस कि चलो भाई हम बायो में 360 लेके ही रहे हैं। तो खुद ब खुद आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा और खुद आप क्वेश्चंस बनाओगे कि सर ऐसा क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, सर यहाँ पे आपने मिस किया। ओके, दैट ऑल वी विल डू। ओके, माय इंटेंशन इज ओनली स्कोरिंग and probably maximum students, all students, I can't say maximum but I can say one single statement, all students can go score 360. Only the thing, some students because of online mode they are not talking to me, but in the offline mode I will make them to dance. Yes, नाचना किसी को आता है, डांस करना किसी को? Anybody? आकाश?
तनिष को आता सर।
बस फिर थर्सडे के दिन बी रेडी। तनिष?
Sir, Anand also.
या आनंद, तनिष, बी रेडी।
सर मैं सऊदी का नाम लेने ही वाला था इसके लिए, पर उसने ही ले लिया।
अच्छा, मीत इज आल्सो आई थिंक कैन डांस।
सर नहीं, मेरे को डांस नहीं है।
क्या सर मेरा नाम नहीं?
Sir, Meet sings very nice.
तो मैं
Okay, so let us come back. So now let us see the classification of this vertebrata. So up till this the points are clear to you? कुछ confusion है, you can ask.
नो सर।
Okay, other students, यज्ञ, रिमझिम यादव, चंचल, कृति, संबोधि, तुषार?
नो सर।
Any confusion anywhere? You want any double repetition? Okay, so now let us see the classification of this vertebrata. Now this vertebrata is divided into two divisions. Okay, one division is known as agnata and another division is known as gnathostoma. Gnathostomata, sorry. Now Now, what is the meaning means some vertebrates will have jaws, upper jaw, lower jaw. Okay, we have jaws. If you see, crocodile is having jaws, but there are some vertebrates which do not have jaws. They have only one opening is there, which is mouth, but they do not have upper jaw and lower jaw. So the vertebrates, those who do not have the jaws, they are known as अज्ञाता. अज्ञाता का मतलब क्या हुआ? जो वर्टिब्रेट्स जिनमें जास नहीं होते हैं उनको हम बोलते हैं अज्ञाता, एंड जिसमें जास होते हैं उनको हम बोलते हैं ज्ञातोस्टोमाटा, और इट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज ज्ञाता. सो अज्ञाता do not have jaws, lacks jaws. They have jaws, upper jaw, lower jaw. Okay. Now ये अज्ञाता जिसमें जास नहीं है, इसमें actually 3 classes है, but mentioned classes is 2 classes are mentioned, that only I am writing. Actually इसमें 3 classes है, but इसमें mention किया 2 classes को. एक क्लास का नाम है ओस्ट्राकोडर्मी. ओके, और दूसरा क्लास है साइक्लोसोमाटा. ओके, ओस्ट्राकोडर्मी आर extinct armored fishes. Okay, extinct. So ostracoderma, we can say that these are extinct fishes. Now they are not present. In the primitive ages they were present, but now they are not present. When you take the cyclostoma, they are currently living. They are not extinct, but they are currently living. And we will discuss the features of the cyclostomata in detail. Okay, so in Ajnata we have ostracodermy and cyclostomata. Ostracodermy are what? These are extinct primitive fishes. Cyclostomata are what? These are current fishes which are present now, they are living now. In Gnatostomata, we have many classifications. So directly he has given super class. Class उसके बाद होता है super class. Okay, he has not mentioned the classes in Gnatostomata, directly he has mentioned super class. So we have 2 super classes. One is Pisces. Okay, Pisces means what? Pisces means fishes. And another one is
Tetrapoda.
Now these Pisces will have fins which help them to swim, and these tetrapods will have limbs. Okay, tetra means 4. So tetrapods will be having 4 limbs, 2 hind limbs, 2 fore limbs. Total number is 4. FOUR 4. Okay, so आगे के जो limbs है उनको हम बोलते हैं fore limbs, FORE 4 limbs, और जो पीछे जो limbs है उनको हम बोलते हैं hind limbs. And in these Pisces also we have classification, and in these tetrapods also we have classification. I will write that separately. Okay, so this is the overall classification of vertebrata in short version. ये it is only short classification. हाँ मित.
सर अपने अग्नेटा में जो 2 क्लास लिखे उसमें आपने बोला तो तीसरा वाला भी लिख दो ना सर.
तीसरा वाला actually I am not getting, मतलब वो याद नहीं आ रहा है. I will once refer and I will say you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay मित.
Sir, ostracodermy got extinct because of surrounding, or they got extinct because of human activities.
Not of human activities, due to environmental factors only. Because at the time of ostracodermis, humans were in evolution stage only. मतलब humans उतने developed नहीं थे जब उस time पे. So because of environmental activities, because of natural calamities, they got extinct. Okay. So we have here Pisces and tetrapods. In Pisces we have sub-classification. Bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes will be there. I will write that separately. This classification you take screenshot. Now in our Pisces, we have two types of fishes, bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes, osteocytids and chondriocytids. So here you have two categories. One is known as chondriocytids. These are called as cartilaginous fishes. Okay. Chondriocytids, like this, and another one is osteocytids. Okay. So these are called bony fishes. These are called cartilaginous fishes. We will discuss them detailedly. Then in tetrapoda, we have ARA, amphibians, reptiles, mammals.
ARBM,
AR,
BM, with birds or aves.
the
ARAM.
amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals. Okay. So you have amphibians. You have okay. So in our curriculum, we have cyclostomata, chondrio, osteo, amphibians, reptiles, aves, mammals. So when we discuss all this till mammals, then our animal kingdom will be complete. Okay. So when we discuss up till mammals, our animal kingdom will be complete. And one after another, we have to start discussing about the cyclostomata, then Pisces, amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. So this is the overall classification according to NCERT. But still, the classification is very long. मतलब बहुत बड़ा है animal kingdom का classification. But that much it is not needed for us from exam point of view, NEET point of view. So that's why I have not said you that. Okay. अब जो एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा उसको पढ़ के भी मतलब नहीं है ना.
Sir, relatively plant kingdom classification is smaller, no?
हाँ, plant kingdom classification is smaller when compared to that of animal kingdom classification. But what is the thing means in plant kingdom also when you go for angiosperm, last category, in that 202 families are there. Okay, we have plant families also. Out of the 202 plant families, 3 plant families are given in our syllabus: Fabaceae, Solanaceae, Liliaceae. Okay, in the flowering plants we have broad classification. So, but plant classification is little bit less when compared to that of animal classification. So now, who are formed first, plants or animals?
Plants.
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 Before plants,
Nothing.
Fungi.
fungi.
Micro.
First formed animals.
Monera.
Monerans.
Monerans, very good. Monerans which live in extreme conditions are called?
Archaeobacteria.
Very good. Archaeobacteria. Okay. The monerans which can live in high salt concentration?
Halophiles.
Holophiles, correct. Animals which possess ladder-like nervous system?
Annelids.
Annelids.
Annelids. Okay. In Urochordates? In Urochordates?
Platyhelminthes, no sir. Ladder-like structure.
Ladder-like nervous system is there in Platyhelminthes, not in Annelids. In Urochordates, where the notochord is?
In larva
tail.
stage at the
Larva
end of the tail.
Okay.
Yeah, in the larval stage at the end of the tail. So any urochordate is there which is bioluminescent?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of bioluminescent?
Triosoma.
Pyrosoma. Very good. Now, which acid is present in the blood of urochordates?
Sulfuric acid.
H2SO4.
H2SO4.
H2SO4, right. Which is homologous to thyroid?
And endostyle.
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 Do endostyle is present in cephalochordates?
Yes.
No.
Right.
Yes.
In protochordates?
Yes.
In hemichordates?
No.
No.
Right. So in hemichordate there is rod-like structure which is resembling the notochord. That rod-like structure is known as what?
Tomochord.
Tomochord. Hemichordates are commonly called as dash worms.
Half
Tongue
chordate.
worms.
Roundworm,
Tongue worms.
tongue worms. So now listen here, question ऐसा भी बनता है, एक तरफ देगा राउंड वर्म, एक तरफ देगा फ्लैट वर्म, एक तरफ देगा acarine worms. He will ask you to match with their respective phylums. Okay. This is also one method of asking question. Now second method is that he will give all the larvas and he will ask you to match with their phylum. Amphiblastula larva, Cydipid larva, like that way different larval names he will give you and he will ask you to match. So आपको क्या करना है, जैसा एनिमल किंगडम कंप्लीट होता है सभी फाइलम्स के लार्वा एक प्लेस पे लिखना है, सभी फाइलम्स के अलग अलग नाम, जैसा निडेरियन से सीलेंट्रेटा इज कॉल्ड निडेरिया, वो भी एक आपको स्पेशल नोट्स बना के लिखना है, फिर उसको याद रखना है क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस जो डिफरेंट टाइप के होते हैं वही जनरली क्वेश्चन बनाते हैं, सिंपल क्वेश्चंस तो वो जनरली नहीं पूछेंगे, different methods will be there. Which is animal cellulose?
Sir, repeat once again.
Yeah, correct.
Tunicate.
Tunikin. Yeah, tunikin is considered as what? Animal cellulose. Now, what is the speciality of vertebrates?
So
They possess vertebrae.
Column.
they have vertebrate column.
They have vertebral column. Vertebral column is there, so we are saying it as vertebrates. Can we say urochordates as vertebrates?
No.
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 What is the reason?
So
They don't
because
have
they have a notochord, they don't have vertebral column.
Very good. Somebody, can you say? Can I say urochordate? Can I say vertebrates as a chordate? Somebody, you are able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो मैं ये पूछ रहा था कि वर्टिब्रेट को मैं कॉर्डेट बोलना करेक्ट रहेगा क्या? डू वर्टिब्रेट्स आर कॉर्डेट्स आर नॉट?
No.
आकाश, वेरी गुड. हाँ, somebody.
Yes. Yes, sir. All vertebrates are chordate, but all chordates are not vertebrates.
Very good. All vertebrates are chordates, but all chordates are not vertebrates. Very good. सभी पागल इंसान ही है, but सब इंसान पागल नहीं है. Correct. Now, Darshana, for question for you. You are
Yes,
able to hear? हाँ, Darshana. So now, can you say in urochordates what is the protective layer called as? Others, anybody?
So tunic.
Tunikin. So due to the presence of this tunikin or test, they are called tunicates. Okay. Tanish, can you say what is forerunner of thyroid gland? Dash is forerunner of thyroid gland. Yagna, can you say?
Endostyle.
Endostyle. So Kruti, can you say what is the function of endostyle? What it will absorb?
Iodine.
Iodine. So good. It is absorbing iodine from the water. How many limbs humans will have?
4.
4. So due to the presence of 4 limbs, we are also called as dash.
Tetrapoda.
Tetrapod.
Tetrapoda. Good. Water vascular system is present in which animals?
Porifera.
Porifera or Echinodermata?
Porifera.
In starfish, maybe.
Echinodermata also has a water system, but it is not a water vascular system.
So poriferans do not have water vascular system. They have canal system, which is compared to that of water vascular system. But in Echinodermata, there is a particular water vascular system.
I said reverse.
Yeah. What is the function of pedicellariae?
Locomotion.
Locomotion. Okay. What is the meaning of torsion? What happens due to torsion? What is the basic effect कि torsion होने के वजह से क्या हो रहा है?
Animal becomes asymmetric.
हाँ, animal becomes so symmetry of the animal will be changed because of this torsion phenomenon only. Torsion is a characteristic feature of which animals?
Mollusca.
Yeah, molluscans. Jointed legged animals.
Arthropoda.
Arthropoda.
Arthropodas. Ringed animals.
Platyhelminthes.
Platyhelminthes.
Annelida.
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 Soft-bodied animals.
No, Annelida.
Mollusca.
Yeah.
Molluscus.
Pore-bearing animals.
Porifera.
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 Very good. Pore-bearing animals are known as poriferans. Out of these 9 phylums, Porifera to Echinodermata, regeneration कौन-कौन बता रहा है?
Coelenterata.
Platyhelminthes में
Planaria.
Planaria.
हाँ.
उसके बाद
Coelenterata में Hydra.
Coelenterata में Hydra. Porifera भी regeneration show करता है.
हाँ.
Echinodermata also shows high power of regeneration. Okay. Gregarious pest example.
Locusta.
Very good. It is Locusta. King crab.
Limulus.
Limulus.
Living fossil.
हाँ, living fossil कौन है?
King
Limulus.
crab.
King है. Very good. Brain coral.
Mindrenia.
हाँ, Mindrenia. Right. Bath sponge.
Euspongia.
Euspongia.
Euspongia. Correct. Silverfish.
Pisces.
No, sir. It is in non-chordate only, but not able to remember.
Yeah, non-chordate only. I also not remember. Just randomly I have asked. So, and here like that way you have remembered very good. All many students 99% you remembered. So जितने भी मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया उसमें सिर्फ एनसीईआरटी एग्जाम्पल्स को डेली थोड़ा रिवाइज करते रहो, वो पूरा साल भर याद रहेंगे. 2 साल अपने को याद रखना है, उसके बाद फिर आपकी मर्जी. नीट एग्जाम लिखे जब तक याद रखना है तो फिर डेली थोड़ा उसको Daily 5 minutes spare करना है. Definitely you will be remembering. At the end of
A
the
lepisma silverfish.
Lepisma is
Lepisma.
silverfish.
yeah, lepisma is called as silverfish. Is it fish?
Arthropoda.
Arthropoda, right? Good. Now, Tanish, you are able to hear me? In poriferans, water goes out through dash.
Osculum.
Osculum. First triploblastic animals.
Platyhelminthes.
Platyhelminth.
Correct. How many extra embryonic layers are there?
4.
4.
Right. So human beings are amniotes or anemniotes?
Amniotes.
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 Right. Good. So this is for today. So tomorrow, beta, you ask Savani.
Sir, if humans are more evolved than non-chordates, then why don't we have regeneration power?
See, a regeneration power is not the developed feature. Okay. So it is primitive feature only.
But
Sir,
sir,
we have na in
scientists are
some
trying to
organ.
but sir, scientists are trying to find that why the lower organisms can do regeneration so that they can also incorporate the same in humans.
Yeah. Actually, see, lower animals have the power of regeneration. So due to some genes which are present in the lower animals. And if that genes are introduced into the human animals, humans may also exhibit regeneration. That is the thinking of the scientist. But regeneration is not the modern feature. Okay. So regeneration is considered as the ancient feature because many lower animals do not have the sexual reproduction power. So they have to maintain their race. Due to that, they have the power of regeneration.
Sir, but if a new gene is introduced to the human body, it will be automatically rejected.
No, all genes are not rejected. Few genes will be rejected and few genes will be accepted. That is only the reason that we are able to make hybrids.
Yes, sir.
So hybrids, how we are making by introduction of genes only. So now all genes may not be accepted by the system, matlab system of the body, but there some genes may be accepted, some may not be accepted. But in plants and in animals, we can make more hybrids. So we have made many hybrids of plants, we have made many hybrids of animals, different dogs, different animals we have made. But in human beings, introduction of gene is a complex process because humans have highly evolved systems. सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम हो या एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम हो या इम्यून सिस्टम हो या नर्व सिस्टम हो, अपना बहुत हद से ज्यादा इवॉल्व है. तो इसीलिए फॉरेन जीन्स अपने बॉडी में एक्सेप्ट करना मुश्किल है. ओके, बट स्टिल फॉर सम डिसीजेस वी आर डूइंग जीन थेरेपी,
Yes,
removing the defective gene, introducing the affective gene. So to some extent it is possible only, and scientists are also doing the research to find out all the genes in our body and their function. That is known as Human Genome Project.
Yes, sir, you told about this.
So when we find out which gene is responsible for the death of the human being, then we can conquer the death also.
Sir, but that project was closed in 2012.
It is closed only, but unofficially many scientists are doing that research. Scientific, authorizedly, legally it is closed because they have found many genes having their functions, but it is not possible to know all the genes in the body with their respective functions. But there are some scientists who are
Practically,
working.
gene is not responsible for death. It is the fact that oxygen is poisonous, and due to that, I think death occurs.
Yeah, gene is not responsible. That oxygen poisoning is a responsible factor. But we can increase our lifespan. That is possible. But immortality is not possible. Okay, and now only microorganisms are immortal. They do not have the natural death.
They'll only die when their reproduction power is taken away.
Yeah, so when they lose the ability to reproduce, then we speak that they are died. But naturally, they will not die. They can live for years and years. Very good. So this is for today. Thursday, we will meet. We will have some enjoyment. Okay. I hope all are coming without fail. All are coming no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All our how much strength? 25, no? So tomorrow there will be no bio class. Anyhow, might be tomorrow holiday, maybe there due to Bakrid celebration or Bakrid festival. If holiday is there or not there, I may not be able to take the class because of traveling issues. So Thursday we will be having as usual our physical class. So I will not teach on the first day. Let us have some interaction. Then based upon the situation, we will start. And I will discuss with the student, those who have joined newly, like Akash is there, Sambodhi is there, and some 2-3 students are there, Chandrashil is there. तो पहले उनका टेंशन जो है वो पहले दूर करना इम्पोर्टेंट है. और जो स्टार्टिंग से है तो उनको तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है, जैसे आनंद है, सावनी है, मीत है, श्रुति है, तेजस इज आल्सो, यज्ञा इज आल्सो फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग. तो इनको शायद ही उतना ज्यादा कुछ टेंशन नहीं है. और टेंशन किसी भी बात का आप लो मत, स्पेशली बायोलॉजी में आप 1% भी टेंशन मत लो. अब मेरे पास ऐसे भी स्टूडेंट्स आए जो 1 साल डुमा मार के सेकंड ईयर में सीट लाए, सो भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं. ओके. Time lost cannot be regained, but it can be repented. Okay then. So enjoy your day. Today is,
Bye, sir. Good day.
yeah, good day to all.